Welcome to Scrapbook My Life, where I tell you an embarrassing story to stop you from making the same embarrassing mistakes I did. Middle school is hard. You have to memorize your class schedule, know where every classroom is, know your locker combination, and remember which bathroom is always out of toilet paper. But by the time you're in 8th grade, you have it all down. And the best part of 8th grade? At the end of the year on a Friday night, the teachers throw a graduation dance for just the 8th graders. You get to go to the school gym after hours to dance and party with the whole class, even the teachers. The graduation dance is a really big deal. Everyone goes out and buys fancy new dresses or suits. And if you're lucky, you have a date. Last year, my sister Justine went to the graduation dance with Will, who became her boyfriend a couple weeks later. So I was pretty pumped when our homeroom teacher made the announcement one day that the dance would be held in 3 weeks. Everyone cheered. I could tell this was going to be the most exciting night of my life so far. After school, I couldn't wait to tell my mom about it. Can we go to the mall this weekend and pick out a dress? My mom said, sure, that will be fun. We can go to lunch after. Yes, this experience was already exceeding my expectations. Sure enough, that weekend, my mom took me to the mall to pick out a new dress. I tried on 10 different dresses, and my mom gave her thoughts on each one. We decided on a green dress because it looked really good with my eyes. The cashier at the store asked me, "What's the special occasion?" "The 8th grade dance," I said. "That's a big deal," she exclaimed. Even she understood how exciting this was. After that, my mom and I ate lunch in the food court. I don't know what it is about food courts at the mall, but pizza just tastes better there. In the weeks leading up to the dance, the excitement was building. It was all anyone could talk about. At lunchtime, people were asking each other to go to the dance in front of other people. It was the most romantic thing I'd ever seen. I couldn't stop wondering who had asked me to go to the dance. Jake in science class, who always wanted to partner up. Alex from 3rd period gym, who always told me I was good at dodgeball. Dan, who once bumped into me in the hallway, whose hands touched mine when we both reached for the same book. Who would it be? Days passed. Days turned into weeks, but no one asked me to go. Do they know that I already had a dress hanging in my closet ready to be worn? Finally, the day of the dance was here. Everyone was so excited for that evening, but I was crushed. This whole thing had not been what my sister made it out to be. At lunch, I decided I wouldn't go. To avoid having to tell my family that no one asked me, I'd put on my dress, have my mom drop me off, then I'd just sit in the parking lot until it was time for her to come get me. I felt good about that plan. I told my friends the plan, but then they told me that they didn't have dates either. Amy said, "Why would I want to go with someone and be nervous the whole time?" I hadn't thought of it that way. So we made a better plan than I had thought of. We would go together. I had the best night ever. We danced and laughed and took silly pictures, and I can still remember how much fun I had that night. In the end, it just goes to show you, just because you didn't get asked on a date to the dance, it doesn't mean you can't go with your friends and have the best night ever. Your friends will always be there to support you and make you laugh, and do the electric slide with you.